What's up guys, Ryan here. Thank you for joining me for a new video. In this one, I want to share with you my favorite Chrome extension for selling on Amazon. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is that it is completely free, and the second thing I want to share with you is that it makes it extremely easy to gauge how well an entire niche is selling at a glance without having to click on product listings, because you can see relevant data right there in search results. So I'm gonna go jump on my computer, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm gonna show you how to use it. Thank you again guys for joining me in this video. I'm gonna show you my favorite Chrome extension, and I'm gonna show you a couple complementary free Chrome extensions that go hand in hand with it, all right? Real quick before we jump into things, let me introduce myself for the new viewers. My name's Ryan Hogue. I've sold over $1.7 million on Amazon to date. If you want to follow the links in the description, I've got a free print-on-demand 8-day mini course delivered via email, 1 lesson a day. I've also got a Facebook community for people looking to make passive income online via e-commerce. We talk about all the various methods that I personally bring experience to in that Facebook group. I'd love to have you. And if you didn't know, I publish income reports on the first day of each month. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can be notified and follow along on my e-commerce journey. And last but not least, I've taken a ton of time to write out full-length passive income courses where I can promise to show you every single thing that I do to make 5-figure profit passive income online for the last 3 years basically. So check that out, link in the description. All right, back to the reason you came. I want to tell you about my favorite Amazon Chrome extension for selling on Amazon. And then I'm going to share with you some complementary Chrome extensions that really help us paint a full picture for things like product validation and niche validation, regardless of if you're selling FBA, FBM, merch, KDP, Amazon Ignite, whatever it is you're selling. There's a lot of ways to sell on Amazon, guys. Whatever way you're using to sell on Amazon, this is going to be useful to you. So the Chrome extension is called DS Amazon Quick View. You may have heard of it before. I do talk about it all the time on my channel, but this Chrome extension, essentially what it does is it gives us the ability to see the bestseller rank in search results. Now notice on this screenshot behind me, we don't see the bestseller rank. This is just a standard picture from Amazon search results. It's not telling us anything that we didn't already know. But if we install DS Amazon Quick View, which by the way, all you have to do is click add to Chrome. It's like 2 clicks. Click the link in the description and then click add to Chrome. It's free. With that, then you get these little data points like this one right behind my head, showing us the BSR, the best seller rank of this product on Amazon. And for those of you that didn't know, best seller rank is the most valuable data point that Amazon exposes to us for selling purposes. It represents how well a product is selling relative to other products in that category. Now, every product listing on Amazon has a parent category. So best seller rank is always relative to other products in that parent category. Here's the thing, when we just look at these numbers, it doesn't necessarily tell us like how many sales a day it's doing, how many sales a month it's doing, etc. So I'm going to jump into a live demo. I want to use DS Amazon Quick View to validate things like t-shirts. I'm also going to use it to validate things like Amazon FBA products. And then I'm going to show you some complementary extensions we can use to try to paint the full picture. All right, let's start by using my search merch tool to do some quick like t-shirt print on demand validation using DS Amazon Quick View. So I'm just going to come click in here and I'm just going to click search t-shirts. I'm not even going to seed it with a keyword. So we're just going to see the top selling Amazon merch t-shirts. Now, like I promised, DS Amazon Quick View is showing us the best seller rank. They do it above the listings and then they do it down here below. So I usually end up looking here at this number right here. It's just where my eyes are trained to look. But also, you know, speaking of categories for products, there are multiple categories. There's one primary parent category, and then there's like, you know, for Amazon merch listings, it's clothing, shoes, and jewelry. But then there can be subcategories within there, like girls' novelty clothing, men's novelty t-shirts, boys' novelty clothing, etc., depending on the fit types and the sales it's made in those types or those fits. So BSR of 5,345 for this t-shirt right above me. Well, that's not telling us. I mean, it's number one, it's helping us evaluate whether or not the niche represented by this t-shirt design is worth looking into further. So why don't we just say like science is real, love is love. Why don't we come back here and say science is real, love is love. And let's evaluate this parent niche, if those are the right keywords. Now, here's the problem. When you get a design with that many words, it's tough to know exactly what keywords are driving the most sales. This is where you get into the FBA side of things, and you can kind of get more, you have a little bit more data at your fingertips to dissect those sort of things. With merch, it's not as much, unless you have an AMS account and you can run ads. But I'm looking at this, and I already don't think I got the right keywords, because none of these designs look like this one right here that I was trying to validate. So kindness is everything. Maybe that is what I should have typed in. Why don't we come back here and look at that? Kindness is everything. All right, this appears to be the correct choice of keywords. Now, is this niche worth us pursuing? Obviously, that first t-shirt has a BSR of 5,345 with 562 reviews. Man, it is crushing. And yeah, the rest of the shirts at a glance, notice we didn't have to click any of them to see the bestseller rank. We're just looking at them in search results. Number 2, 1.2 million. Number 3, 600K. Number 4, 275K. 5, 500K. And by the way, these numbers don't really mean anything to us in terms of like sales velocity or profit right now. Right now, we're just looking at the BSR. But like I said, there's additional Chrome extensions we can use to paint the full picture. For instance, if I was to run Jungle Scout, which, by the way, if you guys only sell print on demand on Amazon, I honestly don't think you need Jungle Scout. Like, I wouldn't recommend paying for it because it is a paid Chrome extension, unlike DS Amazon Quick View. But this is the most accurate product research tool in terms of estimating monthly sales, daily sales, revenue, etc. I mean, the revenue is really a function of the number they end up deciding on as far as monthly and daily sales. So they're saying that this t-shirt sells around $34,000 a month in revenue. Now, they do not know the profit because I'm assuming they don't have like the Amazon merch number cruncher, but we can tell just from the price point of that shirt at $13.99, which I don't have memorized from the top of my head. I'm guessing they make about 70 cents per sale. So if you do 0.7 times 2,445, they're still making $1,700 from this shirt a month, if these numbers are accurate. So those of you guys that don't think you can make money selling a $14 shirt, you absolutely can. In the case of this t-shirt, this pretty much proves it right. Now, also, you can click this listing and open it up. And if you install the free version of Helium 10, now Helium 10, they have a suite of Amazon seller tools. However, again, if you're just doing Amazon merch, which I know a lot of you guys are, you don't need to pay. Just use the free version. Look at this right here. I suck at pointing on the green screen, but right here, that line graph I'm trying to show you, this is from the free version of Helium 10, and it shows you the bestseller rank history of the product. So all I have to do is mouse over. The bottom axis is time, and the top axis is price and sales rank here. But, well, actually, I guess the top axis is sales rank, and then the left axis is price, but that's represented by the yellow line. Anyways, we're able to track the BSR over time. So let's say that this was a seasonal product. Maybe, I mean, it's less relevant for print on demand, but if it's FBA, for instance, like if we go look, we'll do an FBA example, actually. I don't even need to get into it. All right, all time, though. This has got data going all the way back to October 2018, sorry. And it's got a bestseller rank of 1,773,000. So at that time, they're doing probably 1 sale to 2 sales a month. Little did they know that 2 years later, their BSR is going to fall off of a cliff. If you guys can see this, I'll try to zoom in a little bit more. But their sales rank is 675,000. All of a sudden, straight down, boom, 154,000. All of a sudden, another fall off a cliff. It's at 100,000 sales rank. All of a sudden, boom, 10,000, 5,000, 300. It was down as low as 400 BSR at one point. So they're just raking in the money, even at this low price point. Like we showed, if you're doing enough sales, 70 cents adds up. And I hope it is 70 cents. Again, I did that right off the top of my head, but I feel like that should be about right. All right, let's come back here to Amazon and come to the homepage here and click in, and let's just do let's try to do something seasonal. So why don't we do like a swimming pool float? That's going to have some seasonality most likely, because in the warmer months, I would imagine that more of these would be selling than others. All right, the giant unicorn. By the way, guys, one time I was with some friends in the, not to brag or anything, we rented a house in the Hamptons, and again, rented, do not own, but we were there, and I'm not kidding. There was one of these unicorn floats. It did not have anybody on it because the float was at least 20 feet tall in whatever body of water it was. It was like 20 feet tall and probably 10 feet by 10, or probably 10 feet in diameter. Like, it was absurd. It was huge. And this reminded me of that, so I clicked it. All right. Now, come down here to Helium 10, and let's go over the last year and look at the bestseller rank. So look at September. All of a sudden, the BSR goes from like 200 to 300. All of a sudden, we go from September to November. It goes from 300 to 8,000, which, by the way, 8,000 is still pretty good. November to December, it's at 22,000. So we went from like 300 BSR to 22,000 BSR. Again, this is still a nice profit. I'm sure they're still generating nice sales, but like, well, actually, I don't know. Again, it's relative to the other products in this category. And if the category is pools, rafts, and inflatables, maybe that's not too hot, because if the whole parent category is losing steam altogether, then, you know, 20K BSR in the summer right now probably represents a whole higher sales velocity than it would in December when the whole niche is moving a lot slower. But anyways, what I wanted to illustrate here is look at the seasonality of this product thanks to Helium 10. And you're probably wondering, because I keep talking about Helium 10, like, is this your favorite extension or is it DS Amazon Quick View? No, for me, it's DS Amazon Quick View. Unless I'm doing FBA products, I don't really care that much about seasonality, because when I'm not doing FBA, I'm pretty much doing some form of print on demand, whether it's KDP, Ignite, merch, or FBM, print on demand through Seller Central. You know, I'm not holding inventory, so it doesn't matter as much. But the big takeaway is that if you are holding inventory, you want to project how much inventory you need to keep at the FBA warehouses. You don't want to be overstocked, because you do pay them for the inventory you keep there. But if we go back here, just wanted to illustrate, you know, you can see the bestseller rank right there in search results. I love that. I like to operate quickly and efficiently, and essentially, you know, coming back up to the top. And this is less for FBA, more for print on demand. But like you see up here in the top left corner, it says 1 through 48 of over 6,000 results. So I typed in a pretty general keyword there, swimming pool float, and it's not restricting it by category. If you use my search merch tool, at least then you're getting restricted by category, so that when I see these results, it's only Amazon merch products, and it's only t-shirts in the clothing, shoes, and jewelry. So it's much more refined results, which is why we see like 1 through 48 of 366 results there in the top left corner. Now, what this is painting for me is a picture of whether or not this niche is approachable, and like, should I spend any time on it? Like, imagine if it said 1 through 48 of over 5,000 results. Okay, so what am I going to do? Make the 5,001st result? Like, you just add +1 and get buried on page 5 or page 6 or page 7, or it doesn't even matter. If you're not on page 1, it's tough. Probably not. So what this is helping me do, number one, is between this data point in the top left telling me the search results, and between DS Amazon Quick View showing me how well this niche is selling at a glance, even without knowing the exact velocity. If I see a BSR for print on demand for Amazon merch of, on average, under 1 million on page 1, I'll probably go after that niche, especially if it's, you know, 500 results or less coming up on the keywords that I searched. And by the way, just a quick caveat, if you were talking about the search merch tool, guys, doing a keyword search here in Amazon, if I click this again, well, that's actually weird. It just changed the results to 167. Oh yeah, it's in novelty and more. Sometimes you have to go back to the homepage, and then now the category just reset from novelty to all. So now I do a search, and it's 518 results. So it keeps going up. I want to know if I'm selling Amazon merch products. I want to know just the Amazon merch competition. So anyways, I'm trying to give you a little bit of insight into my process for researching niches, validating them, etc. Hopefully this did a good job of doing that. The Chrome extensions that I used in this video will all be linked to in the description. Fully transparent, I'm using the free version of Helium 10 and DS Amazon Quick View. Jungle Scout is the only paid tool that I showed in this video. Don't really think it's required for print on demand, but for FBA, it definitely helps, especially if you're a first-time seller. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate your time. If you made it till the end, all I ask is, hey, let the YouTube algorithm know that you liked it by hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed, it would mean a lot to me if you did consider doing so. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.